Hey guys, so in this week's video, I wanted to go over basically the national drink of Argentina. So I only have a few weeks left here, and I thought I'd try to show as much of just the local scene as I can. And this is so ambiguous with Argentina that it has to be shown. And it's very quite simple. It is Fernet and Coke. So Fernet and Coke is basically the national drink, which is kind of interesting because Fernet is an Italian drink, but even though it's it's originally from Italy, Argentina consumes 75% of this beverage worldwide. So if you've never had it before, if you've never seen it before, it's okay. It's a very unique taste. I will do my first faux pas and I will just sample it, and then I'll make the drink and we'll go into that. But I am perfectly honest, I do not like Fernet. I'll get more into it as I pour it because I haven't had it in such a long time that I can't even remotely try to sample it or explain it without sampling it. So yeah, let's get into it. But yeah, everyone drinks it. The only people I've heard that don't like it are people that aren't from Argentina. I have yet to meet somebody from Argentina that's doesn't like it. It's so ingrained into the culture that you have to drink it. I feel like even if you don't like it, you still have to drink it. I'm not going to drink all of that, but okay. Yeah, and I find it very interesting that this is kind of the beverage of choice because it's kind of made up with a number of herbs and seasonings. It's kind of like the KFC secret recipe of alcohols, and yet seasoning is very minimal in Argentina. You're going to find more seasoning in a bottle of Fernet than food. So that's what it just doesn't make sense why the two connect, other than it being from Italy and Argentina. The locals really cling to their Italian and Spanish culture, more Italian than anything else. But this is the Fernet Branca is the go-to brand. There are some other options, but this is what everyone gets. If you go to the store and there's a big celebration coming, they always pair Fernet and Coke, kind of like we would with Jack and Coke or Captain and Coke. Coke just goes with everything. But yeah, so this is 39% ABV, so it's still, hefty. And yeah, they've been making Branca since 1845. Anyways, I'm going to sip this and try to explain it. It has a menthol kind of aroma to it. You can get one with more menthol to it. So if you like menthol cigarettes, maybe. Ugh. God. It's like Jaeger mixed with menthol, mixed with a little chalk. God, the taste. Ugh. And it's all on the tip of your tongue. Sometimes when you drink certain alcohols, it kind of hits different areas of your tongue. This is all front loaded. And I have sipped this in front of locals and they think I'm crazy. They're like, no, don't do that. Do not do that. But I feel like for me, I need to be able to sip the alcohol first so I can get more of an idea of what it tastes like before mixing it with something. So I prefer to do that. But with this, you regret it. But yeah, it's. If I'm explaining it in a little more colorful way, I say it's like Jaeger and menthol filtered through a butt. There's just. But okay, we'll make the drink. And I have this nice beaker shape thing that I got from a brewery in outside of Quito, Ecuador. I just like the shape of it. I don't know if you can really see, but it's wider here I don't know. The glass, the light is kind of distorting it. But one thing, again, everyone will tell you, to make this properly, it has to be 30% Fernet, 70% Coke. Basically, you don't want to be able to taste the Fernet, which makes a little more sense when you actually have the Fernet. But, see, I'll just, of course, with the fatter bottom, it's hard to tell. And also, it has to be official classic Coke. It can't be Coke, Diet Coke, which here is called Coke Light. It's a little hard to find Coke Light. It can't be Coke Zero. It can't be Pepsi. It can't be Pepsi Black. It has to be original Coke. There is no alternative. And if there's going to be like a big festival or something going on in the area, they will take the big bottle. Usually, I think it's like 1.5 liters here. You can also get, I think, a 3-liter size. And they will cut the top off and fill it with Fernet and whatever, and they will just walk around with like this 1.5 or 3-liter bottle and just drink it, pass it around while they're walking around. But anyways, so you pour it, you get a nice kind of frothy head to it. It has a bit of like you're making a root beer float kind of thing. It's more acceptable with this. It's still not great, in my opinion. It blends okay with the Coke, but honestly, in terms of drinks mixed with Coke, this is really at the bottom. Rum and Coke's probably at the top. It's got the nice sweetness that goes with the Coke. Even Jack and Coke. But this is just, I feel like for me, Fernet has just too many different flavors going on, and it really just like, oof. So personally, I find that Fernet and Coke might be the worst national drink in South America. Of course, most of the countries have something that's really more specific to them. Like you have Chile and Peru, they both have the Pisco Sour. They can argue over who invented it, but Pisco is a very regional alcohol. That's more similar to a brandy because it's made from grapes and everything. And just like the entire region, there's Venezuela and Colombia and Brazil, they all have drinks that are made with a kind of a unique localized rum. They go by different names, but they're all very specific to the area. And then this one, it's an Italian like aperitif and an American soda. So it's really odd, but I don't know. That's what it is. If you come to Argentina, you should at least try it just to give it a whirl. You might be able to find Fernet at certain bars where you're at. Probably not, because it's not. I think outside of San Francisco, it's really just not a thing. You might be able to find it in like Miami too, where you get some, people from South America. But in general, not my favorite at all. But anyways, I wanted to just show you guys it while I still have access. But anyways, see you guys later.